All right. Good evening, everyone. How is everybody? Are there any questions? Can someone confirm that you can hear me and you can see my screen? Thank you, Matthew. Thank you so much. Any questions? Anything? All right. Today we'll continue with chapter 4, moving average and smoothing method. If time permits, we'll start chapter 5, okay? Just a reminder that you can access SPSS using Ryerson Virtual Lab. This is the website, or you Google Ryerson Virtual Lab, you're going to get this link. So last class, we did moving average, simple moving average, double moving average, simple exponential smoothing. Okay, so today we are going to introduce a new method. This new method is actually double exponential smoothing. It has another name, Holt linear exponential smoothing. They are the same method, different name. Okay, so this method will focus on the level and the trend. There are two terms, important terms. One is the level. The other is the trend. As you can see, this method does not have seasonality. So assume the data does not have, it is not seasonal data, but it experiences the trending up or trending down. Okay, so we are going to use this formula to estimate the level. We use LT, it is the level. And then we estimate the trend. When we estimate these two numbers, we also use parameter alpha and beta. So both alpha and beta between 0 and 1, different alpha and beta will produce different LT and TT. Our objective is to choose the alpha and beta so that it reduces the error, okay, the forecast error. Remember in chapter 3, we have a different method for measure the forecasting error, okay? So, once you have LT and TT, you can forecast the P period into the future using this formula. In order to use this formula, you need to set initial value for L and T, means you want to determine what is L1, initialize L. Usually L1 is the first observation. Remember Y represent observational value. The original data, we use Y, okay. Our textbook initialize the first item for T equal to 0. Some textbook initialize T1 as the second original data minus the first original data. So Y2 minus Y1. Okay. So this is just the overview of the Holt linear exponential smoothing. Okay. Basically, you estimate level and you estimate the trend. Okay. So next, we are going to use example This example is in the textbook. Okay. This data is about example in the textbook 4.9, 4.9. So this data is about company sales. It is about sales data. Sales data. See, the Y is original data. Y is original data. It is given. So we want to estimate level LT, trend TT, and then we want to forecast. Okay. So how do we get the first LT? The first, this is T equal to 1. So this 500, it is actually L1. L1 is 500. Okay, L1 is 500. And L1 equal to Y1. Y1 equal to 500. It is given. Y2, 350. So initially, L1 equal to Y1. That is how you get 500. Okay. Now T1 initially, our textbook use 0. So T1 equal to 0. T1. So any questions about L1, T1, 500 and 0? Okay, once you have L1, T1, you use the formula here. You use the formula 4.15 to do next level. Next level is L2. Okay, I'll try to move this on the side. Next level is L2. So I'm trying to, okay. So L2 based on this formula, L2, looking at formula 4.15 equal to alpha. Okay. So alpha given, what is alpha here? Alpha is 0.3, okay, beta 0.1. Suppose this example given alpha 0.3, beta 0.1. So we want to estimate L2, plug in formula. So alpha times YT. So alpha is 0.3, YT is Y2. T equal to 2. We are calculating T when T equal to 2. Plus 1 minus alpha, 0.7 times LT minus 1. So LT minus 1 becomes L1. When T equal to 2, T minus 1 is 1. Okay, L1 plus T1. I pause for a moment to see if you have any questions to calculate L2. Any questions? You can type in your questions in chat area, or you can unmute yourself and speak up. Yes, I will do Excel after I do finish the formula. Okay. All right, I will do Excel, okay, later on. And then you plug in the number 0.3 times Y2. See, Y2, 350. 350 plus 0.7. L1 is 500. T1 is 0. Okay, so you do a little bit calculation, you'll get 455. That is how you calculate L2. Okay. Now let's do T2, trend. Okay, T2. When T equal to 2, T2 use formula 4.16. Okay, 4.16 So T2 equal to beta. Beta is given 0.1. Okay. 0.1 times LT minus 1. So T is 2. So L2 minus L1 plus 1 minus beta 0.9 times T minus 1. So T1 is 0. T1 is 0. Okay, so that is a negative 4.5. That is how you calculate T2. Okay, you keep on the same method. You keep on going to get L3, T3, L4, T4. You get all these numbers. So once you get this number, you can make a forecast for Y. This is the forecast for Y hat. You can forecast Y hat, P period into the future. When P equal to 1, so 1 period into future, you get Y hat, T plus 1 equal to LT plus TT. So L plus T is Y, is next forecasting, is Y T plus 1. Okay. So the first forecast, actually the forecast starting with here. So this forecast equal to L1 plus T1. L1 is 500, T1 is 0. Okay, so you get 500. Next forecast, 450. How do you get 450? You use 455 L2 plus T2. L2 plus T2, you get the next one. So that is the forecast formula 4.17. Okay, any questions? All right. So I explained all of this. I already explained all of this. Okay, so next, I'm going to use Excel. I already posted the file, okay, or you can get the file from the D2L. So I'm going to open this file. The file is, let me see if I have. So this data table 4-H, hope I have it. I'll try go to chapter 4 here. Yes, this is the data. Okay, this is the data. I'm going to close this one here. So I pause for a moment. If you want to follow my steps, you go to this data, okay? Alpha is 0.3, beta 0.1, okay? I will delete all the stuff and do it all over again. So I just want to point out where do you get this data. Oops. You go to Excel data set. This is chapter 4. This is chapter 4, table. Which table? Table 4.4. Table 4.8. It looks like I don't have this data here, but I believe I posted on D2L, so I will tell you where to get this data. So if you go to the content, you go to data, and you click chapter 4, you will get that data. I pause for a moment in case you want to follow my steps. Chapter 4, okay? Thank you, Matthew. Chapter 4, this data, okay? Any questions while you preparing to download your file? Okay, so this is my file, chapter 4, right? Once you open chapter 4 Excel, the tab name is double exponential page 129. Go to this, do not go to this page. Okay, go to the one labeled double exponential P129, page 129. All right, so now I'm going to use Excel to illustrate. Once given to illustrate this formula here. Okay, the formula I want to show here. Okay, so this is LT. The first one is L1. See, this is 1, T equal to 1, okay. So L1 equal to Y1. Y1 is 500 in cell B4. Okay. Try to see L1 equal to Y1 here. See where's my mouse? L1 equal to Y1. Okay. And then T1, this is T1 equal to 0. Next, we want to compute L2. See, the calculation is here. L2 equal to alpha. Alpha is 0.3. You could use cell reference, okay? So here, for simplicity, for illustration purpose, I will directly type in number. So alpha is 0.3 times Y2. So this 350 is Y2. 0.3 times Y2 plus 0.7 times bracket L1 plus T1. Here, see where's my mouse? L1 plus T1. So L1 plus T1. That's it. That is L2, the result. Okay. So 455. Now calculate T2. T2 use this formula here. See, T2 equal to 0.1 times L2 minus L1 plus 0.9 times 0. Okay, so equal 0.1, that is beta, times bracket L2 minus L1. This is L2 minus, this is L1. Okay, plus 0.9 times, actually it is T1. T1 is 0. Any questions before I move on? All right. So the beauty using Excel, you can do calculation once, later on you just copy down the formula, okay? So let's do the forecast. So this Y hat.
Sorry, Professor, can I just ask you on your main page of notes to scroll down so I can see the formulas as you're putting it in Excel? Just for the reference?
For formula for
so
Excel?
Like on your OneNote, so I think it's formula 4.17. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I can see it as you're typing it in Excel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please raise any questions. Okay. I'm here.
Could you just show that formula again for L2? Sorry, I'm just a bit behind there.
L2.
Yeah.
My handwriting formula is here. L2.
Can you show the Excel one?
Oh, sure. So this is L2. The formula is here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? This need practice, okay? Only the first time, second time, not enough. You need to do this 3 times, 4 times, until you feel very comfortable, okay? And without using the formula. Actually, there are some, if you want to calculate this number, it is always use the number on the left of it, and then the number above it. So to calculate 455, you need the number on the left, okay? You need the number on the left, I will highlight. And you need the number above those 2 numbers. You need 3 numbers to calculate 455. And the relationship is in this formula here. 3 numbers to calculate this L2. Okay. So maybe let's do one more example to illustrate what do I mean. So next, I want to calculate this number. So equal alpha 0.3 times the number on the left plus 1 minus alpha 0.7 times the number above, 2 number above. So it is always this pattern. 1 number is on the left, 2 number above. Okay, and you get this number. Okay. So as a practice more, I will practice this number, t. How do you calculate t? T equal to beta. Beta 0.1, oops, equal 0.1 times 2 number on the left, so this number minus this number, 2 number on the left, and plus 1 minus beta, 0.9 times what? Number above. So when you calculate t, you always use 2 number on the left. I'll try to highlight. 2 number on the left and 1 number above. Try to use the same color here. So to cut, you get a negative 10.5. This is the pattern. So to calculate t, you need 2 number on the left, 2 number on the left, 1 number above. To calculate L, you need 1 number on the left, 2 number above. This way, you do not need to remember the formula. This is the pattern, okay? And to do the forecast, you add the number above, these 2 numbers above, not the same line, above, okay? And to forecast this number, you have to not add those numbers. So I'm going to. use two numbers above, add together. That is the forecast above. So forecast next number, use two numbers above, add together. Okay. So this is how you use formula. Once you use formula, you can just use Excel to drag down. You get all the forecasts. This is how you get the textbook numbers. Okay.
Professor, could you show cell D, D5, please, the formula?
Thank you. D5 formula is 4.16, is D5, 4.16.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking. Any other questions? Are test questions similar to this? There are some questions similar to this, yes. Okay. Remember, test question is always what we talked in class. Okay. Other questions? So again, you need to practice. So once you get LT, TT, Y hat represent the forecast value. So you can calculate the EI. Okay. So EI equal to original number Y minus predicted Y hat. That is your EI. Okay, EI. And then double click, you get all the EI. And then EI square, it is just this number, square it. And double click. Okay. The reason we want to calculate the error because we want to compare when you use different alpha, beta. Okay. So for example, if you do the average of this EI square, what do you get? The average. Try to. You get MSE. So average, AVER, AGE. You do average of this EI square. Mouse is not working very well. Yeah. So you got this MSE. Just do the average of this.
Professor, can you show the formula for EI again?
Thank you. The formula for EI is just EI squared. See, EI squared. So negative 150 times negative 150, you get EI squared.
And Professor?
Yes.
What's the formula for EI?
Thank you for asking. EI equal to Y minus Y hat so all these numbers are Y. All these numbers are Y hat. So original number minus predicted number, that is EI. Thank you for asking.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? So when you go home after this class, you just based on these numbers. What are the original number? I will erase it and make sure you know how to do it. How to do what? If I delete all these numbers, you know how to do each number. Do you want me to quickly go over it again? Okay, Matthew, thank you. I will quickly go over it. So remember what is those number? Y, those are Y. This is Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, etc. And these are L, this is L1, L2, L3. Those numbers are T, T1, T2, T3, etc. This is forecast. Okay, Y hat 1, Y hat 2, Y hat 3. Okay, the formula said L1 equal to Y1. This is L1 equal to, this is Y1. Okay, L1 equal to Y1. I just did that. And T1 equal to 0. See here, T1 equal to 0. Our textbook said 0. Other textbooks use Y2 minus Y1. Other textbook said T1 equal to Y2 minus Y1. That is other textbook. But I want to follow our textbook. So this one equal to 0. Okay. So no problem about L1, T1. Once you get L1, T1, you use the formula here. The first time you need to based on this formula. But when you familiar yourself with the pattern, data pattern in Excel, you do not need formula. Okay, so how? You use alpha is given 0.3 times the number on the left, and plus 1 minus alpha times the number above, two number above, add together, add two number above. This way, you just follow this pattern, you get L1. So what is L2, T2? T2, you use beta, 0.1 times two number on the left, do subtraction. So this is number on the left minus number on the left. There are two number on the left, do subtraction, plus beta. Beta 1 minus beta 0.9 times one number above. This is one number above. This formula based on 4.16. Okay. All right, once you get this number forecast, use the number above, add together, L plus T, but use above, one line above. Once you have these three numbers, double click, you get all the numbers. Okay, and then to calculate error using original number Y minus predicted number Y hat. Okay, and to get EI, it is just this number squared. EI square is EI. And then copy down these two numbers, you get all the numbers. Okay, I know EI, thank you for asking. EI is the difference between Y and Y hat. Y is observed value. Y hat is predicted value. Observed minus predicted, it is the EI, error term. Should I is subscript, should write this with E, then subscript I. Okay, so in this case, EI observed 350, predicted 500. So use 350 minus 500, you get negative 150. Thank you for asking. Okay. Okay, so this is how do you do forecast? What is this method? This is called double exponential smoothing. Double exponential smoothing. Where is the word double coming from? It's coming from this level, coming from trend. When you use simple exponential smoothing, you just use level. When you use double, you not only use level, but also use trend. Okay, so I give you the example for 4.9, 4.9. Okay, we did that. Okay, any questions? All right. So remember when we do double smoothing, we're using alpha beta. We are dealing with level and trend, but some data has level and trend. Other data may have level, trend, and seasonality, seasonal data. If you have level, you have trend, and you have seasonality, we use Winter's method. That is the topic next. Winter's method. Okay. Because we are dealing three dimensions. We are dealing with the level. We are dealing with the trend. We also dealing with seasonality S. So we need three major equations. Okay. So I'm going to use an example to illustrate this one here. So table 4.9. So this is actually example 4.10 in the textbook. Okay, in the textbook. So let's randomly select number just to explain the formula. L, for example, I want to explain so this number is given. Those are the Y. The level is LT, trend TT, seasonality ST. Okay. If I randomly select a number, for example, when t equal to 24, when t equal to 24, this number is L24. Do you agree? L24. Any questions? When t equal to 24, this number is L24, 492. If I don't know this number, how do I get this number? I want to calculate this number. I don't know. So you can use formula, okay? So the formula said this number, maybe I will, I have no way to show you the formula and the calculation at the same time. Okay, I'll try. Copy down this formula here. See the formula for LT. Try to go slow, okay, LT formula. I'll write down formula here. So what is LT? LT is alpha YT times 1 minus alpha bracket LT minus 1 plus T minus 1. What I try to explain is when T equal to 24, what is L24? That is my question. Okay. Okay, so what is L24? So alpha is given. Alpha is 0.4. Suppose alpha is 0.4. Okay. And beta is 0.1. Because we also need to estimate seasonality, we have gamma 0.3. Those are given. you could use different alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, suppose alpha 0.4, beta 0.3, gamma 0.3. So how do you calculate this L24? That is our question. So the formula said alpha times yt. When t equal to 24, yt is y24. So 650 is y24. Do you agree? 650, that is yt. And plus 1 minus alpha is 0.6 times LT minus 1. When t is 24, t minus 1 is 23. Okay. Here I should write down y23 to be consistent. So 0.4 times y23. And then I plug in what is y23. Y23 is, no, I made mistake. This one should be 24. The formula said, see, LT equal to alpha times YT. Okay, so 0.4 times Y24. Y24 here is 650. 650 plus 0.6 times L23, 501.286. T23 is this number, 9.1484. I pause for a moment. The formula I given you, it is here. Okay, this formula is 4.18 in our textbook, 4.18. How do you apply this formula to calculate L24? I pause for a moment to see if you have any questions. And this result, you will get 492.469. Okay. So any questions to calculate L24? Okay, next, let's calculate T24. T24. We calculated this number, T20, okay, L24. This number is T24. We don't know. How do you calculate T24? You use the formula 4.19. 4.19, it is here. 4.19 is a T. 4.19. Okay, so I'm going to copy this formula so that we easy to reference. So do I have space? Maybe write down here. So T, capital T equal to beta LT minus LT minus 1 plus 1 minus beta times T minus 1. So this formula is 4.19. We are going to use this formula to calculate T24. Okay, T24. Okay, so T24 equal to beta 0.1. 0.1 times LT minus 1. So LT is 400. So it is actually L24 minus L23. Okay, L24 minus L23. Okay, so these two numbers do subtraction. 492 minus 501 So that is LT minus 1 plus 1 minus beta 0.9 times T minus 1 times the number above it. So times 9.1484. Okay, and the result you will get this number 7.3518. Okay. So that is how you calculate T24. Any questions? By the same token, you can calculate S4. So this is LT. This is S. S represents seasonality. How do I calculate S? Use formula 4.20 to calculate S. Okay. So S24. Do I have space? Maybe I want to calculate S24 here. First, I want to copy down the formula for ST. Okay. The formula for ST equal to gamma times YT over LT. YT over LT plus 1 minus gamma times S, then subscript T minus S T minus S. This data is the seasonal data, quarter data. So S equal to 4. For quarter data, S equal to 4. For monthly data, S equal to 12. For weekly data, S equal to 52. Okay, so we have a formula. This formula is a 4-20. 4.20 formula. Now we want to calculate S24. Okay. So S24 equal to gamma. Gamma is given 0.3 times YT means Y24. Y24 650 over LT, L24. L24 is 492.469 and plus 1 minus gamma equal to 0.7. And then times S T minus S. So when T equal to 24, 24 minus 4 equal to 20. You need to use S20. So this is 20. S20 is this number. Okay. This is S20. See the heading here. This is LTS. S20 is 1.396. Okay. So 0.7 times 1.39628, and the result you'll get 1.3734. Okay, so we calculated 3 numbers, L, T, and S. Once you calculated those 3 numbers, how do you do forecast? The forecast formula is here. Okay. When you do forecast, when P equal to 1, you want to do T plus 1 forecast equal to LT plus TT times S, T minus S plus P. P is 1. Okay, so let's forecast for Y25.
Professor, I have a question.
Sure.
When you did the level estimate for L24, you used 4.18, the formula, right?
The L is 4.18, correct.
But isn't the formula alpha times YT over S T minus S?
Oh, over YT minus over S. It is, what did I use? I use, thank you so much. Yes, the formula said LT use alpha times YT over ST minus S. I missed this ST minus S. Thank you so much. So let's go back to LT. Okay. So L plus T. So the mistake, I try to use different color so that you know the mistake, what is the mistake I made. The mistake I made is you have to use Y divided by ST minus S. So T is 24, S is 4, 24 minus 4. So use S20. I forgot to divide it by S20. Okay, so S20 is here, 1.39628. This number is S20. Okay, sorry, divided by S20. Okay, and I need to modify this formula. This formula should be YT over ST minus S. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Okay. Yeah, that is the formula here. Okay. So once you get LTS, how do you make a forecast? The forecast formula is here. Okay, so I want to forecast for 25. See, this is when you forecast T plus 1, you need to use T here, subtract the period before it. So you need to use L24 plus T24 times S. You need to figure out this. When T equal to 25, S equal to 4. What is this number? So this number is 21 plus 1, 22. Okay, times S22. This is how you make forecast. And we know the L24, we just calculated L24. So just plug in L24, we calculated for 92.469. T24 is 7.352, and then times S22. So let's figure out what is S22. S22 is here. This is S22. Okay. 24 minus 4. Hold on, I did mistake here. T equal to 24. So 24 minus 4 plus 1 equal to 21. This is T minus S plus 1 equal to T equal to 24. So T minus 1, T plus 1 is 25. Okay, so we need to look for T S21. So this is 21. This is S21. See, 21. This is S21. Okay. So times 1.5, 1.5569, and you get the result. So that is the forecast for 25th, this number here. Okay. this number is Y25 hot. We just did that. Y25 hot. Okay, this method is actually called Winter's multiplicative method. Multiplicative method. Okay, based on 3 components: level, trend, seasonality. Any questions? Any questions? All right. Shall we take a break? After break, we'll continue do the smoothing, moving average, exponential smoothing, and Winter's method, but we are using Excel. Okay. All right, so take a break. Shall we say, let's come back, break now. Come back at maybe 7:40. Okay. 7:40. Make sure you get some fresh air, drink water, okay? Stretch, okay? Stretch. Come back at 7:40. I'm going to stop recording. When we come back, I will start recording again. Stop recording.